Hello and thanks for joining us on TVC News this hour. We begin in Abuja, where the Court of Appeal has upheld the judgment of the tribunal which sacked Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf of Kano State. A three-man panel of judges led by Justice Oluyemi Akintan had sacked Abba Yusuf on 20th September by declaring 165,663 of his votes invalid because they were not signed or stamped by the Independent National Electoral Commission. The governor's votes were then reduced to 853,939, while those of Nasir Ganuwa, his All Progressives Congress rival, remained at 890,705.
You have to blame. So the Court of Appeal has ruled that he was not a member. Therefore, the issue of give and count and vote did not even arise because he was not supposed to be.
In a swift reaction, the All Progressives Congress says the people of Kano State are satisfied with the court verdict. The party assured that it will not betray the trust reposed on them by the people.
And according to the Constitution, you have to belong to our political party. You have to be sponsored by a political party before you contest an election. So the Court of Appeal has ruled that he was not a member. Therefore, the issue of give and count and vote did not even arise because he was not supposed to be a rightful candidate. And also the votes that they have rigged were fished out during the tribunal, and then they were declared null and void. So the Court of Appeal has also upheld that particular decision of the lower court. So
all that has to be said about the judgment and what have you, our leader has already mentioned it. My main concern now is the expectation of people of Kano State, on myself. The expectation of those that have the belief in me, particularly the national chairman, whom I serve as the deputy governor, and he finds me worthy.
The Court of Appeal in Abuja also affirmed the victory of Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State. In the unanimous decision, the judgment, the panel of 3 justices awarded no cost, as it ruled that each party to this matter should bear their cost. On the plea that there was no compliance with the electoral laws, the court ruled that the appellant again could not prove this, as some of the witnesses who testified did not vote on election day, and those who voted only spoke based on what they saw in the polling units alone. On the issue of unprofessional conduct of INEC officials, the court held that the same views with the tribunal, that this was never part of the plea by the appellant at the lower court. And we're staying with judicial matters. The Federal High Court in Abuja has ordered that Godwin Emefiele, former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, should be remanded in Kuje Correctional Center. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission had arraigned the former bank chief on an amended 6-count charge. Mr. Emefiele's counsel, Matthew Boka, had moved an application for his bail, but EFCC counsel Rotimi Oyedipo opposed the bail request on behalf of the federal government. But after listening to the arguments, Justice Muazu said he needed a little time to study the exhibits supplied by Mr. Emefiele to support his request for bail. He thereafter set 22nd of November for ruling on his bail application and 28th of November for commencement of trial.
The defendant has been taken and he had pleaded not guilty. His application for bail was moved, and we also filed our counter affidavit and adopted same. We had equally prayed the court for expeditious hearing and determination of the case. And my Lord had given us a date also for trial. My Lord had told us that we should assemble our witnesses, and I believe with the cooperation of the defense, the case will be heard and determined expeditiously.
He has been available, and we've been able to produce him to court, and he came to court willingly and has submitted to the jurisdiction of the court. Now the arraignment has taken place. The application for bail was argued, and my Lord has adjourned to next week, Wednesday the 22nd, to rule. And my lord had made an order that pending the ruling on the bail application, he should be at the Kuje prisons with the correctional service. And the order of my lord was clear, that he should be with the correctional service, so that there's no confusion as to where he's supposed to be pending the ruling of the court, which will come on the 22nd.
And to other stories, a member of the House of Representatives representing Ikorodu Federal Constituency in Lagos State, Babajimi Benson, has raised concern over condition of the Defense Industries Association of Nigeria, stating that reviving the corporation is a task that must be done. He said the Defense Industries Corporation was established in 1964 to provide the material needs of the nation's armed forces and other security agencies, but has been unable to deliver on its mandate. The APC lawmaker had in 2019 sponsored the Defense Industries Corporation of Nigeria bill to transit into a military-industrial complex by making it largely self-funding. It was also expected to give the corporation the powers to regulate local and international military businesses, which will save costs in the procurement of military hardware and providing jobs for Nigerians. And a bit of health now. Improving basic hygiene, sanitation, health education, and ensuring periodic deworming are important in resolving the health and nutritional problems caused by intestinal worms. This disclosure was made by health experts at the flag-off ceremony for the 2023 Free Deworming Campaign in the Federal Capital Territory. And health correspondent Kemi Balogun has details.
Intestinal worms affect almost a quarter of the world's poorest and most marginalized population. They are a major public health problem because worms disrupt people's ability to absorb the needed nutrients in food, leading to limited growth and physical development of millions of children. The infection causes internal bleeding, causing a loss of iron, intestinal inflammation and obstruction, diarrhea, and the impairment of nutrient intake. Miriam and Mercy are both here at the Wuse Market area of the nation's capital city for this deworming exercise organized by the Federal Capital Territory Administration. They admit occasional deworming helps to keep the doctor away.
My mom used to deworm us when we were children, so I took from her. As I grew up and I got married, I continued. I always deworm my children every three months.
Worm causes many sickness, can cause you ulcer, can cause you eye problem, can cause many things. And I believe by deworming yourself, you will not have such a sickness.
The FCTA, Public Health Department and partners say this campaign is simply to ensure that children and adults within communities in the FCT are reached with the necessary life-saving protection from the risk of intestinal worm infections through the elimination of neglected tropical diseases.
This deworming exercise is targeting 4 diseases. We are targeting river blindness, we are targeting lymphatic filariasis, we are targeting soil-transmitted helminths, what we commonly call intestinal worms, and also targeting schistosomiasis.
But many of us believe that deworming is not meant for adults. We believe that deworming is meant for children, which is not correct. We drink coke, we take a lot of things. We are here today to educate community members.
Periodic deworming programs with a single tablet treatment can drastically reduce the suffering of those infected with parasitic intestinal worms and protect the 1.5 billion people estimated to be at risk globally. Kemi Balogun, TVC News, Abuja.
And that's TVC News this hour. For more updates on the stories we're monitoring, you can visit our website, tvcnews.tv. You can also follow us on our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and on X at TVC News NG. On YouTube, we're live at TVC News Nigeria.